Hello students, so this is our chapter Plant Kingdom and today we'll study about pteridophytes. Pteridophytes are seedless, vascular or cryptogamic plants that have sporophytic plant body. So they are having gametophytes containing small sessile antheridia and partially embedded archegonia with four-rod neck. And some of the economic importance of pteridophyte is they are used as food and they have soil binding property. They are used in nitrogen fixation, medicines, and they are used as ornamental plants. So Pteridophyta are the first vascular plants and which are successfully terrestrial plants with true roots, stem and leaves, but no flowers, fruits and seeds are present. So they are called the vascular cryptogams. The pteridophytes include horsetails and ferns. The pteridophytes are terrestrial, small, either annual or perennial, and grow luxuriantly in cool, moist, and shady places. For example, ferns, they may be aquatic, for example, Azolla, Marsilia, and xerophytic, equisetum, and epiphytic means lycopodium, that is growing on large trunks of trees, etc. The primary root is short-lived and is soon replaced by adventitious roots. Stem may be aerial or underground. The leaves may be scaly, equisetum. Example is simple and sessile in Lycopodium and large or pinnate-like compound that is in ferns, etc. So the leaves in Pteridophyta are small uh, microphyls as in Selaginella or large macrophyls as in ferns, etc. In pteridophytes, the xylem consists of only tracheids and phloem consists of only sieve cells. Secondary growth not seen in pteridophytes due to the absence of cambium. So this you will study in secondary growth chapter that how the secondary growth takes place with the help of cambium. The sporophyte shows asexual reproduction and produces spores by meiosis from which the gametophyte develops. The gametophyte is haploid, recessive, but independent and reproduces sexually. Product of sexual reproduction, that is zygote, produces diploid spores. Um, Spores produced in special multicellular structures called sporangia. The sporangia are produced by leaf-like appendages called sporophylls. In some cases, sporophylls may form distinct structures called stabili or cones. For example, as in Selaginella and Equisetum, the sporangia produce spores by meiosis in spore mother cells. And the spores germinate to give rise to inconspicuous, small, but multicellular, free-living, mostly photosynthetic thalloid gametophyte called prothallus. These gametophytes require cool, damp, shady places to grow. Because of the specific restricted requirement and the need for water for fertilization, the spread of living pteridophyte is limited and restricted to narrow geographical regions. The gametophytes bear male and female sex organs called antheridia and archegonia respectively. Water is required for transfer of antherizoids. The male gamete released from the antheridia to the mouth of archegonium. Fusion of male gamete with the egg present in the archegonium result in the formation of zygote. Zygote after that produces a multicellular, well differentiated sporophyte, which is the dominant phase of pteridophytes. In majority of the pteridophytes, all the spores are of similar kind. So they are called homosporous. Examples are genus like Selaginella, Salvinia, which produce two kinds of spores, macro and microspores, are called as heterosporous. The megaspores and microspores germinate and give rise to a female and male gametophyte respectively. The female gametophyte in these plants are restricted on the parent sporophytes for variable periods. The development of zygotes into young embryo take place within the female gametophytes. This event is precursor to the seed habit, which is considered as an important step in evolution. This type of life history involves the sequential recurrence of the two well-developed somatic phases or vegetative individuals, gametophyte and sporophyte. The sporophyte possesses diploid chromosome number, means 2n. Meiosis takes place in it at the time of formation of meiospores. The haploid meiospores germinate to produce haploid gametophytes. The gametophytes produce gametes. The fusion product of gamete is a diploid zygote which develops into a sporophytic thallus of the progeny. This is clear alternation of generation between a haploid gamete producing gametophyte and a diploid spore producing sporophyte. In diplohaplontic life history, examples are Dictyota, bryophytes and pteridophytes are.